Everyone who does not care for the trouble of obtaining the Philosopher's Stone will do better in making no inquiries at all than only useless ones. Splendor Solis. Greetings, mortals! It's a beautiful day, full of opportunity. I am your philosophizing host, Simeon, and you know what? That makes this the Library of Gnosis. Welcome, alchemists! Solomon Trismosin, or Salomon, was a legendary Renaissance alchemist, claimed possessor of the Philosopher's Stone, and teacher of Paracelsus. Trismosin was supposedly active in the late 15th and early 16th centuries, and is best known as the author of the alchemical treatise Splendor Solis and Aurum Velus. The book popularized many concepts from the Rosarium Philosophorum in Europe, Latin for the Rosary of the Philosophers, or the Rose Garden of the Philosophers. The manuscript consists of 100 pages of German text interspersed with 22 large allegorical illuminations. The illuminations are steeped in symbolism, and their specific meanings are not known. Several are suspected to depict esoteric alchemical processes, possibly for the creation of the Philosopher's Stone itself. The text itself is highly cryptical, verging on incoherent. That is, to the uninitiated, but to the alchemists, hidden within its pages are the symbolic instructions for creating the red stone of the true philosopher. Little is known about Trismosin's life beyond the legendary tales of his journeys found in works attributed to him. These tales, according to the historian of religion J. Peter Sødergaard, had little value other than providing an, quote, aura of historicity to the texts attributed to him. The name Salomon Trismosin is also likely a pseudonym. Occultist Franz Hartmann claimed the actual name of Trismosin was Pfeiffer, though he provided no evidence for this claim. Historian Stephen Skinner identifies him with Ulrich Poisel, who was a teacher of Paracelsus. Even his very name reeks of alchemical symbolism. Solomon, sol and moon, the conjunctio, the sacred alchemical union of opposites. It is the nuptiae chymicae, or chemical wedding, which births the stone of the wise in the sacred bridal chamber. It is most famously the title of the Third Rosicrucian Manifesto, the chemical wedding of Christian Rosenkreuz, supposedly published by the Knights Templar after their suppression. And maybe there is some credibility to that theory, as the full name of the order is, after all, the Poor Fellow Soldiers of Christ, and of the Temple of Solomon. The source for Trismosin's life mostly comes from a short autobiography written in Aurum Velus, where he is said to have begun his interest in alchemy when observing an alchemist and miner named Philosopher perform an alchemical operation that allegedly transmuted lead into gold right in front of him. Quote, "When I was a young fellow, I came to a miner named Philosopher. who was also an alchemist. But he kept his knowledge secret, and I could get nothing out of him. He used a process with common lead, adding to it a peculiar sulfur, and so fixed the lead that it became hard, then fluid, and afterwards soft like wax. Of this prepared lead, he took 20 loaves and 1 mark of pure silver and melted them together. And when the silver was separated, half of it had become gold. Aurum Veles. Trismosin then says that Philosopher died without revealing the secret, which inspired him to spend years wandering Europe in search of a genuine alchemist. Trismosin writes that when he set out on a journey to find a true alchemist in 1473, he found only frauds and fools, claiming to have transmuted base metals into silver and gold, which put him off his search for some time. Having abandoned his search, he came to a college in Venice, where he met a German alchemist named Toller, who possessed the true art. Under Toller's instruction, he allegedly learned the secret of transmutation. Toller taught Trismosin his alchemical secrets, and Trismosin learned how to transmute mercury into gold, mastering the Philosopher's Stone himself. Patronized by a local nobleman, Trismosin continued these transmutational experiments until the nobleman died in a hurricane. Later, Trismosin learned the secret of duplication. He apparently later went to a place, quote, where Kabbalistic and magical books in the Egyptian language were entrusted to me, end quote. He followed in a medieval Christian tradition of alchemists reporting their travels to the East, where they learned ancient and esoteric secrets of alchemy. Paracelsus records that he met Trismosin in Constantinople in 1520 and was instructed in the art of alchemy. Little else is known of their meeting, but Trismosin is best known today for his mentoring of Paracelsus. Trismosin is said to have been in possession of the panacea, the universal cure, and according to Hartmann, was last seen alive by a French traveler at the end of the 17th century. And who knows, maybe, just maybe, he is still out there perfecting his alchemical craft in the shadows. I am the way and even road. Who passes here without a rest will find a goodly life abode, and in the end be ever blessed. Splendor Solis. And that concludes this broadcast. If you made it all the way here, then please write "Cook the Green Lion" in the comments below so I know you did. As always, I hope you enjoyed the broadcast and hopefully learned something valuable. If you want to support me and my work, then feel free to send me a super chat on YouTube, become a channel member, or sign up for Patreon, where you get access to early releases of my videos, which include scripts containing my sources. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you, yes, specifically you, in the next one. Fare thee well and Godspeed, mortals.